Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, and welcome back to another episode of the Hollow Breezy podcast. It is of course your boy Weezy, aka your boy Homies for Life, and I am brought back again here today with my co-host, best friend, dog. It's 74. Like, I don't understand why I have to keep doing this intro every single week. I get it, it's an intro, but it's 74 weeks. Y'all should already know who it is, bro. If y'all have been here since day one, do I really need to keep saying too much more?
It's your boy Coop, aka the Great DC, man. We are back at it again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode. As Weezy just said, episode 74 to be exact, which also means the next episode is episode 75. So if you are day one, I don't have to say too much more about what that means.
Yeah, that's offending.
Yeah,
That's
so
offending.
I'll just leave that there. Um, Feel me? Y'all do with that as y'all please. But
Yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in to another episode, man. I don't know why I just put the mic so far. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Appreciate you guys once again for stopping by, man. Hopefully you guys will be entertained and better informed, or maybe have that extra spark of motivation, or just something that just helps your life in a more positive way after listening to us for this hour, whatever, or even if you don't stick around for the entire hour because whatever reason, whatever time you feel me, however long you stay here, hopefully you take something positive from it. Whether we made you laugh, smile, or just
Sure.
gave you something to just take with you through the day or through life or something like that. So yeah, without all that philosophical Confucius. I was gonna curse, but I'm trying not to. I'm not gonna curse this episode. I'm not gonna curse this episode. Today's the
He's,
episode. I'm not cursing.
he
All right, so
said
listen.
that three different episodes, bro.
Nah, it's cool though. But listen though. Now it's really go time now, because now I'm about to really like.
You about to
Usually
lock
when I
in.
speak, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, it's think before you speak, and I do that, but my brain goes 1,000 miles a minute. Pause if
Facts.
applicable. If applicable,
All
but
right, bro.
no, I said if applicable. I don't know. Some people be trying to reach, so I don't know. But anyway, um, so yeah, usually I think, like, I obviously think before I speak, but I'll be on autopilot. Like, I'll be watching the episodes back, like, who is this? Oh, is the N word a curse?
Yes.
All right, well, who is this dude? Damn, that's so weird to say. Wait, is damn a curse?
Technically, no.
All right, I'm about to say it's too many curse words y'all got, man. Like, I'm not gonna be able to say nothing. I'm about to act like the SpongeBob where he was at perfect shape. He
Sailor
was a, he was a
Mouth.
perfect he was a perfect no he was a, no I'm talking about the SpongeBob where he was a perfect oval. Hi, how are you? That's SpongeBob. Like, that's how I feel right now. It's just like, take away my cursing. What am I do?
He
All right, no, it's cool though. But listen, man.
said, "I'm a oval."
Yeah, that's a fact. And then he also said, "No, that's an oval.
Oh,
It has to be a circle."
circle.
And oh, I almost said it. I stopped it. I stopped it. I was
Bro,
about, you know what I mean?
bro.
But he was like, "Move over." But anyway, listen.
Chill.
Forget
See?
about all that. Like I was about to say, I be on autopilot. I be like, yo, who? Like, sometimes when I listen back, like, yo, who is this dude? I'll be on autopilot. I just be talking. Like, I'll be thinking, but I just be talking at the same time. So anyway, listen.
Be like that.
With that being said, this is probably a very long intro, and you guys want to hear the show. So, with that being said, like, share, subscribe, share this with your friends and your other friends. Do all that good YouTube, Spotify stuff that you guys know how to do. And yeah, tally ho.
Jolly ho. Yo, yo, my bad. Yo, my bad. Yo, my bad.
No, it's cool. Next episode, I'm just gonna eat the whole episode. I'm just gonna eat.
Yo.
I'm getting a plate of food. I'm just gonna eat. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna eat.
So you gonna eat in front of? You know what? All right. You know what? That's crazy.
It's just gonna be called the Eat Show. Uber Eats.
So
Hollow Eats.
so we calling that the hollow mukbang?
No, yeah, probably, yeah. No, but a mukbang, you gotta talk. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna eat a plate of food. I'm gonna have an hour's worth of food saved up.
All right, bro. All right. We getting into the show. Niggas bullshit. Yo, nah,
Yo,
he's
an
wild.
hour's worth of food.
He's
Nah, I ain't gonna
wild.
lie. Nah, cause see,
Nah,
that might be the name.
he's wilding. Bro, hold up, bro. Cause getting into the first topic, bro, we finna, yo, he's going crazy this morning. But
Yo.
Understanding who you give your energy to. Cool. What does that mean to you, my dog?
So listen, man. Obviously, some of these topics, or a lot of these topics, most of these topics, I'll say, come from like our own experiences in real life. Some of them come from like secondhand experiences, and this is a little mixture of both. So I got this homie, right, and he loved to give people his attention, like good or bad. He just like if somebody say something about him or something, he's gonna just go. He's gonna be on go. He's just gonna respond and blah blah blah. And at one point, I was like that too. You feel me? And I remember he was going back and forth with me saying like, "Yo, if you was in this situation, you would do the same thing." I'm like, "No, I wouldn't." And why would I not do that? Because I recognize that person that you're going back and forth with. No disrespect, but they're not worthy of my energy.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? At least not in that way. Like, so long story short, I'm not gonna get personal, but they going back and forth about whatever they going back and forth about, and I'm like, yo, dude, like like you actually have a crib. They on the other hand have to lie to go out the house,
Jail.
and or they can't yell in their own crib if they wanted to. Like for like honestly, like just for a lack of a better term, like and pause on all this, but well, not really because it's a female, but they couldn't walk around their crib naked if they wanted to. Not saying that they obviously should do that or anybody should do that, but I'm just saying like just off the context of they don't run nothing in
Yeah.
there. Like if they wanted to, is what I'm saying. Like I don't want y'all to take that weird, but like if they wanted to walk around naked, they wouldn't be able to walk around naked in their own crib. You feel me? So I wouldn't even go back and forth with you. Why? Because I have my own spot
That's real
that
shit.
I pay bills in. You feel me? And I'm not saying that in no type of cocky way. Like I'm just up and all this. Or I'm just looking down on people. But it's
It
like,
ain't no
bro,
flex.
why is we? Why are we giving energy to people that, like, she? For example, right? Somebody call you broke, and they either just as broke as you, if not more broke, or they got a little bit more money than you. But overall financially, they're broke. They're around the same. They're around the same financial level as you. Why do you care?
It's a fact.
That's my point. Like, we gotta like understand the person we're talking to. Are they worthy? Like, who are they? You feel what I'm saying? That be the knock on people like, excuse me, that be the knock on people like Kevin Durant that reply to everybody. Like, bro, you're Kevin Durant. Why do you care what Chad 3677 with an anime photo says about anything?
Nigga said Chad 36.
Like, nah, but for real though, like we do that too much. We give our energy to people that are either Randys that we'll never see in life, or the people that don't deserve our energy.
It's a fact.
That's why I was telling him, like, if I was you, why would I ever go back and forth with her? Like, bro, like not like I'm not gonna take it there, but like, bro, like you pretty much did everything in like under the sun with this girl in
Yep.
every aspect. You feel me? So it's like now she talking down on you. What can she possibly say that can really get you mad?
That's real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she want to like take shit to different platforms and do all this extra shit. Like,
Different extremes.
so what? Like, who cares, bro? Like,
It's a fact.
but yeah. So that's my whole thing, man. Just in life, we tend to find ourselves wanting to just always go back and forth with somebody. But we'll talk about this on probably next episode or episode after that, bro. Part of maturing and growing up is realizing that everything doesn't need a response.
Facts.
And I think once we realize that, we'll be way better off because I feel like there's times where it's like, no, I gotta stand up for myself. I gotta defend my name. But for what?
No
Like
need.
what Drake say? A wise man once said nothing at all.
Mm. Talk to him.
That spoke volumes to me. Like, bro, like sometimes not only is less more, sometimes nothing is the most.
Yep.
You feel me? So when we find ourselves in situations like that, always ask yourself before you like start trying to go back and forth with somebody, who is this person?
It's a
Like
fact.
who is this person and why? Like Like, do they deserve a response? Why would I go back and forth with them? Are they credible in some aspect of the situation, right? Like, for example, right? If I start talking to Wheezy about what he should do on, I don't know, CS:GO or something, and I never played the game, and I don't play mouse and keyboard, but I'm giving him advice. Nah, yo, you gotta do this. You gotta what?
That's a fact.
Huh?
That's a
Oh, that's like Wheezy. Like he like when I like back when I was balling, I was playing in college. Wheezy giving me advice. Yo, you gotta do this. Yo, when you face and press, this what you gotta do. What? Do what? Like you feel me? So that's how like you gotta look at things at times because it's like who is this person to be
yeah.
not on no cocky. I don't want y'all to think this is being cocky, but it's like it's literally just saying like who is this person? Like does this person have any type of credibility to the point to where they can even get a response out of me or where I will even take what they're saying serious? Because
Right.
that's another thing too. Like I'm like, bro, you shouldn't even be taking nothing that this person is saying serious, bro. For the reasons I just mentioned.
Talk to him.
So it's like you letting that affect you, but bro, they clearly just want your attention, dude. So they're essentially winning in that aspect because they just want your attention. Like the trolls online that just at players and celebrities all day and just they want a response. So when Kevin Durant finally responds to Chad 267 with the anime photo, Chad wins.
Yep.
KD, I don't really feel like this, but I want you to respond to me.
Yep.
You're most likely not going to respond to the positive stuff I say, so negativity sells. So when I call you a bum and I say you're one of the worst players, the softest players in the league, I know that's going to affect you,
Yep.
and you're going to want to say, "Yo, shut up," to me,
Yep.
and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to screenshot the tweet, tell my mom I talked to Kevin Durant, tell my friends, "Yo, me and Kevin Durant are homies, we're bros." Yeah, nah, he just messaged me the other day. Nah, I swear. Nah, look right here, it's on the phone. Yeah, no, we always play like that. It's cool. He know. Like you feel me? That's their goal. So when you give into that, it makes you look goofy. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a
So
fact.
anyway, with that being said, Weezy, what do you have for us on this topic, my guy?
Hey, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am one of the main culprits as to excuse me, understanding who you give your energy to. Because in this world, everybody, I won't say everybody, but you either have your genuine people, you have your succubuses, if you know what that is, then you know, or you
Fact.
you have even just the people that just drain you for your energy and just don't deserve what you have to offer. And it's just all about weeding through everybody out and finding the genuine connections and the genuine energy that people gives off. Um, because like I said, bro, I've it's been in multiple cases where I've given my energy to people who didn't deserve it worth a damn, and that's just the unfortunate case of it is. But like I said, bro, it's just about knowing and recognizing who's really about feeding your energy positively rather than just trying to siphon the shit like it's a gas tank and it's an apocalyptic war. You gotta try to siphon the gas out. Like you don't need siphoners, bro. Siphoners will only destroy you. Like like
Exactly.
let's be clear. Like they'll only just keep taking, keep taking,
Facts.
still taking,
That's a fact.
still hasn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pour nothing in your cup, but they gonna take from yours. They gonna keep drinking from your cup. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. They
Mm-hmm.
they they need everything. The last drop to the last drop, and
Yeah.
that's the thing, bro. When it comes to people like that, you just gotta move them out the way. And once you move them out the way, your life becomes 1,000 times easier because you're like, all right, I went through that. I am now able to recognize who's just an attention seeker and who's actually about what they mean and what they say, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, what they may say, but their actions prove that they actually give a fuck. And now they aren't just about the attention seeking. You see what I'm saying? Because In a clout-filled world, it's a lot of attention seekers.
That's a fact.
So, with that being said, bro, just be extra mindful as to who you give your energy to, especially nowadays. Because, like I said, bro, in a clout-filled world, it's too many takers. Like the movie Takers with Chris Brown in it. It's too many attention
That's a
seekers.
fact.
So you just have to protect yourself, bro. Protect your mental, protect your energy, because at the end of the day, your energy, your mental is your safe space. It's your safe haven, and you shouldn't let anybody have the ability to alter that to the point where you're feeling down, to the point where you aren't feeling yourself. So, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
for me, this is simple, short and sweet, but it was still a overall great topic. Coop, you have anything else to add before we move on, man?
No, that's it, my brother.
Alright, so moving on to the next topic of the Hollow But Easy Pod. Coop, server dilemma. Get into that, dog.
Serving dilemma, man. So, all right. So, for those of you that don't know, this recently came to my attention that the creators of South Park, one of my favorite shows, they have a restaurant in, I believe, Colorado, where instead of like tipping the like servers and things like that, they're paying them 30 an hour, right? So this sparked up a lot of debates because sometimes for fun I just look at the comment section just to see what everybody thinks, just to see
Mm,
like what the arguments are and what everybody's saying. Because some people have good arguments, some people are just talking and just being goofballs. But so essentially they're like they're not allowed to take tips anymore. So they're just getting a solid hourly fee and they're not allowed to take tips, right?
nuts.
So a lot of people are saying like, because everywhere I think but America, or most places but America, as far as countries and places like that, don't have a tipping system.
Yeah, Japan
So
doesn't.
I believe everybody is just hourly, have hourly wages, and etc. So they're like America's. Some people that are not from here, obviously, like America's tipping system is broken and blah 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 blah. But the people that are from here, however, are making an argument that you're making 60,000 a year. Why are people complaining, etc., etc.? Right? Okay, cool. Let's cut that down real quick because they would be making 60 an hour. I mean, 60,000 a year if they got a consistent 40-hour week.
Yep.
But most people don't understand that serving shifts. A lot of them shits be. Ooh, a lot of those things be. A lot of those things be 5 hours, 6 hours. Like they don't. You usually, unless it's like a specific company that is gonna guarantee you that specific amount of hours, you're typically not getting a 8 hour shift and a 40-hour work week because most of the time serving is not a full-time job anyway.
It's a fact.
So serving is something that you can do at least here in the states. Like I said, I don't know about anywhere else, but at least here in the states, serving is something that you do just on the side to just get some extra cash. And another thing too, right? People saying, "Yo, 30 an hour, that sounds dope," but you gotta think about it when you're serving a table. Because I'm a server slash bartender, so I have experience and I know how things go, bro. I've made over $30 in like 15 minutes. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that put that in perspective, just off of tips. And I'm very grateful for anybody that tips, obviously. And nobody's obligated to tip either. But I've seen that in the comments a lot. Like, oh, making people pay your employees' wage is not fair or whatever. Which I kind of agree with. But at the same time, what are they gonna pay the servers to where they can still feel like it's like a fair wage that they would want to work at? Because for people out there that's trying to say like don't tip and blah 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 blah, bro, then don't go to restaurants.
It's
Because
offending.
once a collective, like people as a whole, just say, yo, we're not tipping no more, servers are not going to serve anymore. So you're gonna miss out on those good servers, like servers that are actually good. I'm not talking about the people that just, as I seen a guy in the comments say, just turn around an iPad. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people that are actually good, that actually care about their job, that have personalities that try to go out their way to make sure you have a great time and et cetera, et cetera. But
Yeah.
I'm like, you feel me? I'm talking about those people. So every time like people go out, they always want great service, but then they don't tip. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
But then if the service was trash, they'll complain about the service.
Yep.
They'll, oh, I need to see a manager. You got to talk to him. You got to talk to her, et cetera, et cetera. But when it's good, it's like, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. And thank you, man. Thank you for everything. You feel me? But also, too, like, I'm not going to lie, as servers, though, like, you do have those talks. Like, you talk amongst everybody. It's like, you know which groups tip and which groups really don't tip.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
So,
yeah,
I mean, as a server, you just do with that as you please.
yeah. You know how the game is. It is what it is.
Should go, bro. We all here for money, whether y'all know it or not. As servers, we're here for the money. So if you know, it is what it is. That's tough. Start tipping. But anyway, actually, I'm not gonna say that because at the end you don't have to tip. But I'm just saying, like, people be wanting like the A1 service and they want you to do the most, and then they don't tip. It's like I could have did that for somebody that was actually gonna tip, dude. But anyway,
Yep.
I know some people that's watching this like, yo, what? Like, really? Like, honestly, bro, if y'all disagree, I really, no disrespect, I really don't care. Because unless you're a server, like, if you're a server and you have, like back to what I was saying in the first topic, unless you're a server and you have serving experience, I don't really care what you have to say on this topic. I really don't. Because you don't know, you don't understand what it's like to be a server. You just know what it's like to be the guest. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
So, yeah. Bottom line, $30 an hour, that's trash. And you can't take tips. If it was $30 an hour and you could take tips,
then
that's
then it would be blessed.
beautiful.
Then it
That's
would be blessed.
beautiful. But if it's 30 an hour and you can't take tips, that's terrible.
Ass. Cause
Compared
let's
to
say,
what?
go
Nah,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I ain't mean to cut you off. Go.
Nah, so like one thing I will say about the 30 an hour though, that it's not all bad because if that restaurant has a slow season, most restaurants have a slow season, or just most places in general have a slow season. But if that let's say that restaurant is like nonstop crazy all year round, and it has no slow season, $30 is completely trash all around. But if that said restaurant has a slow season where you're not really making bread, that 30 an hour will come in clutch. I
Yeah.
will say that. But once again, if it does not have a slow season all around the board, that 30 an hour is trash because a good server can make up to, let's say, 250 a night. Like my other job I work at, that's the average. Like, you know, I did okay today if you made 250 or close to 250. You know you did really good if you made over 250. That's the gauge. So think about that. 30 an hour, I think that puts you even at an 8-hour shift. Let's see. Just so I don't get my math confused.
It's
240.
240. Yeah, you right. I
Yeah.
was off just a little bit.
Nah, yeah, you good. My mental math is like kind of trash, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. So yeah, 240 if that's an 8-hour shift. But like I said, mind you, most shifts don't be 8 hours. But even if it's an 8-hour shift, you're not leaving with that. Some people leave Some people leave with that in cash, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and for people saying, "Oh, that doesn't happen," I've gotten that cash before. Like, I've had that handed to me before and said thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, the 30 an hour, that's trash unless they're allowed to take tips. And I also seen people saying, well, they're just gonna take tips under the table, like they're just gonna whatever. Yeah, but at the same time, it's in the back of your mind. If you get caught, they're probably gonna do something like discipline wise to you. They might even pack you up.
Yep.
Like, you feel me? So yeah, I think just all around, bro, that's not a good idea unless you're gonna pay them worth, like, you gotta pay people worth their while. You know what I'm saying? Because whether y'all like it or not, bro, servers are used to getting a certain amount of money, a good amount of money per hour already. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
fact.
So for y'all to be like, oh nah, like we're not doing this and that, blah 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 blah, bro, then you're not gonna ever have, like, you better just order straight takeout then.
Mhm.
Cause I'm serious, bro. You will drive service out of the industry. You will drive the good service out of the industry. Then you'll complain that there's no more good service.
Yep.
Yeah, cause y'all don't tip them no more. So they're obviously going to go somewhere else where they can make more money.
Yep.
Because, like I said, most servers are not in the serving industry to stay in the serving industry unless they're trying to climb the ranks and be a manager and go forth, like try to climb the company ladder. But most people are just there for the for the cash, so they can just flip it and invest into whatever they're trying to do outside of that, or just have that on a side job in the meantime of like going to college or trying to get into, I don't know, law school or whatever they're trying to do. You feel me? So with that being said, though, Wheezy, thoughts? I know you're not a server, but thoughts on the 30 an hour versus
Eh,
just straight up tips?
if I can't take no tips, that shit dies.
Yeah,
Period. Like that's just because you have to think, bro. Granted, it won't be the same thing, but going from where I work at now and transitioning to Best Buy, right? Best Buy, you can't take any tips, and you're still paid hourly. But there's always still customers like, yo, y'all take tips, da 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 da. So as a server, if you're going to have an hourly payment for your employees, and if you know that they're good, that's ass because you're only holding those good employees back from even making more bread to the point that you know they're really good at their job. So why not incentivize the people that are doing well more?
or not to cut you off, but another thing, Weezy, you're incentivizing the lazy motherfuckers, the lazy people.
Yeah,
You're incentivizing lazy people to just not do anything. Because
yeah,
regardless of what I do, I'm getting 30. I'm getting a flat rate of
yeah.
30 an hour.
That's what I'm saying,
So
bro.
regardless of what I do, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yep.
No, you can't get extra sauce. I'm sorry. There's no more barbecue sauce. You don't have no more. Whole time it's a whole tub of that junk in the back. They just don't feel like getting it.
Yep.
Now I'm sorry, we out of barbecue sauce for the night. Really? It's only 1 o'clock. Yeah, I know. I just had a lot of orders, had a lot of takeout. You know what I'm saying? People just keep ordering the wings, you know. Like that's what you're gonna start getting, right? So the
Yep.
people that are oh, we shouldn't do that, or like people should just be paid like a fixed wage, unless you're gonna pay them worth their while. mm. And also on top of that too, like I said, you're incentivizing people to be lazy. Like literally at my job, we had something to where it was like gratuity, included gratuity no matter what.
Yeah.
So that incentivized laziness for some people. For
Yep.
other people, it incentivized them to really grind more because it's like, okay, the more I can upsell, the more I can do this, the more I can do that. On top of the tip, they're probably going to give me, like, on top of that, pause, like, I'm going to just go crazy, right? But then it's also going to incentivize the people that were going hard and were good at what they do to just chill a little bit. Now I'm going to just chill now.
Yeah.
Because regardless, like, I'm getting paid the same rate, regardless if I'm the best server or I'm the worst server. I'm going to get paid the same rate.
And that's just
At this
ass.
point, all I have to do is just do enough to not get fired, and I still get my, like, you feel, that's the mentality, which is not
Yeah.
right, but it is what it is, bro.
When you
People not
force
about
it,
to
yeah.
waste their time and energy when they get in a flat rate. The thing about this is why I say the tipping system is great in America because, well, at least when people actually tip, you control somewhat of how much you make
Yeah.
when you're a server slash bartender, whatever. You control what you make. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you can control that. But if I'm getting 30 an hour and I can't accept tips, most people is gonna be like, no, we don't do split checks. Sorry, no, like anything that's like a little extra that they don't really want to do, they're gonna probably tell you no now.
That's a
So now
fact.
you out trying to have a fun night, and now you wondering why your server is like being lazy and not wanting to do nothing because they can't get no tips and they're getting a flat rate of 30 an hour. So they're getting paid and incentivized to do that. So
Yep.
not to cut you off, bro, but that just really that just reminded me. I didn't cover that part, but
Nah, you good, but you basically just cover the shit because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You're either incentivizing laziness or you're incentivizing people to not actually do the job as they're given. So, um, all in all, I think it's dumb. I think that we shouldn't do it as a society. I don't get me wrong, for other countries like Italy, Japan, all that, their economy supports that.
Yeah,
America, our economy don't support that like at all.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
at all. Like at
That's the
all.
point. Say
So
that again, bro. That's the point right there. That's the
so
point people miss.
that whole $30 an hour for servers, bro. If we had free healthcare, if there was free schooling, if our taxes wasn't as much, then I'm like, all right,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And
I'm
then
I'm with that.
Weezy. And then look, the same way people will be like, "Oh well, if you don't like it, you should just get another job." Yeah. And then watch this. When the industry is filled with trash servers now,
Mhm.
and young teens that really don't care anyway,
Yup.
or they just need a job coming out of high school or while they're in high school,
Yup.
don't complain
Yup.
because you drove all the good ones out the industry.
Yup.
So like the same way y'all could say, "Yo, just get another job" or whatever, and like talk about the servers at that particular job. Oh, just get another job or just do this or just do that. Same way y'all could say that, order takeout or deal with the bad service.
It's a fact.
So we both gonna have to make a sacrifice then.
It's a
You
fact.
feel what I'm saying? But they don't want to hear that
Of
because the
course not.
customer's always right. No, you're not. I'm here to tell you, you're not always right. Sorry.
Not in this world.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be the first one to tell a motherfucker is wrong.
Yeah,
And I prove to them that motherfucker is wrong.
exactly.
And Coop said he wasn't cursing. I never said I was a cursing. So just to let y'all know. Just to let y'all know. But yeah, bro. So that serving $30 an hour shit, that's ass.
That's terrible.
But yeah, bro. Coop, if you don't have anything else to add, we finna move on because we are at 30 minutes on the show. But
Oh no, let's get into it, man.
you can't save everybody. Coop, what does that mean to you? Solid Kendrick lyric, just to let you know.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, it just essentially means like what it says, like, bro, you cannot save everybody. Like too many
Facts.
times, like when we're on our way to our goals and our dreams and our aspirations, we tend to want more for people than they want for themselves, the people that are around us, the people that we love. And we tend to we drag them by their feet at times. We try to drag them by their feet.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not dragged by their feet. Sorry. We try to drag them with their feet still hunkered in the ground. So their feet is still scraping the ground. So we're trying to drag them to success while they're dragging their feet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
For what? Like I literally was just talking to my homie the other day, another homie. As I told y'all, a lot of these come from just personal life things and things like that we've experienced or that other people experienced that we just heard about. Sorry, words are kind of difficult sometimes. Heard about, and like I was telling him, bro, because like he's trying to change somebody that don't really want to change, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Or at least not making it seem like they want to change. Wow, he's out here making moves. He's doing what he got to do, but it's like he wants better. He wants better for somebody than they do. Like he wants. What happened? Why you looking like that?
I have a breaking news topic for gaming. Go ahead.
Gaming. All right, bet, got you.
Go ahead.
But yeah. So he wants better for somebody. How do you say that? He wants something like better for somebody than they do for themselves. I don't know how to say that. Why is words difficult today? Anyway, y'all get my point.
Yeah, I get what she's saying. I get what she's
Yeah,
saying.
he wants better. I'm not going to.
He wants that person to do better more than he wants to do better
more
for
than
himself.
they want to do better. There we go. Yo, words is difficult, man. I don't know.
You good.
Nah, it's cool.
Yo,
Listen,
you
like,
good.
y'all get my point.
It's early in the morning, bro. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
it's cool. Listen, man, it's alright, cool. But yeah. So, like, I'm like, bro, like, you can't do that, like, because by that, like, the energy that you're using on that, you could be using when you're in these meetings with these people, when you're going to dinner with these people, because he be in the rooms that he's supposed to be in. Like, he's really making a name for himself. Like,
Yeah.
he in rooms, like, he got like high level people that like he can like. I don't know if I'd say call on the phone, but he can go hang out with them. He can go link up with them.
Word.
You feel me? So it's like he like I'm like, bro, like you're in a way self-sabotaging yourself
Yeah.
by using that energy, that great energy that God blessed you with, and these opportunities that God is blessing you with, to just try to drag somebody, like try to drag somebody, with their feet dragging. You know what I'm saying? Try to pull somebody with you with their feet dragging.
That's
That's too
offending.
much. That's too much energy, dude.
That's
Like
offending. I've been saying that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
way too much energy, bro. And then at the end of the day, bro, beside even that point, we got friends, we got homies. Not saying we, but I'm saying like we as in like general. Like you watching, like everybody. We all got friends, right? That at times we want them to do like better for them more than they want to do better for them. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you have that situation, bro, you gotta just. I still love y'all, but hey, bro, you got to figure it out, man. I'm not gonna keep trying to like drag you to success. I'm not gonna keep trying to drag you over the finish line.
It's not
You
worth
gotta
it.
at one point you gonna have to want to cross that. I got a race I'm trying to win as well. So you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, at the end of the day, it's short, pretty short, sweet, man. Just understand this, guys. You cannot save everybody. Stop trying to be the ultimate human and the humanitarian and trying to just I'm gonna make it my mission to save everybody. No,
It's not
save the
happening.
ones that can be saved. You feel what I'm saying? How I view it is you got everybody that you know is hanging off a cliff. They got both hands on a cliff. Some people are trying to reach up for your hand, and other people are too busy looking down. And, damn, I'm kind of far up. Hey
Mm-hmm.
yo, they'll reach their hand up, thinking that you know what I'm saying. You want they want to help. Yo, you got some water or something I can get? Some juice?
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, I'm trying to get you up. No, 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 no. I'm cooling right here. I just need some juice or something. You got some juice? Like that. That's the type of people. So like you trying to
Mm.
save them, they're a lost cause until they want to be saved, until they want to get the hand of like, yo, help me up.
They don't want to be saved. Don't save.
Stuff. Charles are cool. Charles are Jermaine. But
Real shit.
yeah, man, with that being said, pretty short, sweet, man. Just one of those like reminders. Just you cannot save everybody. So just keep going down your path and go with the people that want to walk with you, not with the people you gotta pull or drag.
It's real shit.
But yeah, with that being said, man, Weezy, what do you have for us on this topic, my brother?
Hey, bro. Like I said, bro. She don't want to be saved. Don't save. She don't want to be saved. Look, bro. Look, bro. At the end of the day, dog, you have the people that wants to be around you and in your company, and that wants to go forth with you on your journey. And then you have the people that say they want to pull forth with you on your journey and want to be there for you, but they don't want to take those steps, nor do they want to take the steps for themselves. You try again. You can only try so much until, well, it's the inevitable. You got to do what you need to do for yourself. 'Cause
Right.
at the end of the day, bro, like Coop said, you can only drag somebody so much so far, to the point where you literally see the skid marks from their sneakers in the floor, dog.
Exactly.
Once you start seeing the skid marks in the floor, once you start hearing those squeaks, I tried.
Facts.
You did what you needed to do on your end. They just didn't do what they needed to do on their end. You
Right.
help. You try to push them to be a better version of themselves, but they ain't want to change. And so with that being said, bro, you can't save everybody. You can't save the people that don't want to be saved. And with that being said, it's going to be hard. It's going to be, especially if it's something that somebody that you really care for. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard as fuck. We're never saying it's going to be easy, but it's just a matter of the fact of like, bro, you just have to know when it's time to let go. I feel like we talked about this last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, where
Yeah, I think
the
so.
one of the hardest parts about life is letting go,
Yeah.
and you just have to let go, like literally, because if you don't, that person, like Coop said, you're only self-sabotaging. You're only going to drag yourself down with them, and you'll only crash and burn with them. So to avoid that, just if they don't want to move when you're trying to push them, just move on, bro. It is what it is.
Facts.
They'll either meet you at the finish line, or that's just where y'all journey ended together, and that's just, you know what I'm saying. That sounds rough, but that's just the
But it
unfortunate
is what
truth
it
about it,
is.
bro. Like, cause that's what life. We're going to have those losses. We're going to lose important people, and again, I'm not saying it is easy. I'm not, because if somebody's important to you, you're going to feel that shit regardless of who it is. So it's just that's just life, bro. It's life. But we just have to accept the fact that I did what I needed to do, but just on their end, they don't want to push. So with that being said, bro, just do what you need. Always do what you need to do for yourself at the end of the day. So yeah,
Facts.
that's pretty much all I have for that. Coop, if you don't have anything else to add, we're going to get into this week's gaming topics, man.
Breaking news.
All right, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. So for all of my 2K players, um, 2K literally, and I mean, yeah, Coop, and I mean literally, just dropped the trailer. I want to say 14 minutes ago, detailing that NBA 2K24 will now be crossplay between PS5 and Xbox Series S and X platforms. No PC, which
But be for real, bro.
I
Would you ever get 2K on
not again,
PC?
not again, not again,
Exactly.
not
So
again,
like, come on, bro.
not again, not again. But it would be nice for them to show some love for that platform. But
But don't they be modding on there? Like,
they do. But like
so
we
why would
don't.
they even want to even have that with
But
them?
it's just the fact that PCs have the power to run the current system, like, or the current generation of 2K, but they don't do it. They always make niggas play the last gen of 2K on PC, which is forever stupid to me. But
Yeah, I don't know.
regardless though, if y'all still play 2K, and if y'all looking to pick up 2K24, crossplay is coming. I haven't played 2K since January, so
I don't even remember the last time I played 2K. But do you want to show the trailer here?
it's only an IRL trailer. It's like
So it's just them talking about it?
it, bro, it ain't even them talk like you know how
What you
2K
mean?
you know how 2K do them stupid ass IRL trailers where it's like they have some random ass thing you don't even know, but then they got Spider Mitchell, some other nigga. I mean, if anything, I'll just put up the trailer, slide us out the way.
Yeah.
But it
Nah,
ain't
you don't even have to do that, bro.
it
If
ain't
it's, if it's just them talking, it's like
it
no
ain't
point.
yeah, it ain't really nothing. Like they
Yeah.
don't show no gameplay. They don't
Oh
they
yeah, nah, don't worry about that. Nah, don't worry about that.
they
That's
they
crap.
just they just saying, yeah, yo, crossplay is here, which was something that they were supposed to do 3 years ago, mind you. But I'm not even gonna get into it. But yeah, bro. So if y'all still play 2K, let us know in the comment section down below. Me, none of my homies, we don't play 2K anymore, bro. Like that game is hot as. Oh yeah. They also dropped the cover for 2K24 too.
I'm about to say you can't move past
Yeah,
the cover.
yeah. So it's a Black Mamba edition, and it's a regular Kobe edition. 2K, I hate y'all niggas because
I get it though, cause it's
I
it's
get it too.
24. It's literally 24. So
Yeah, but I still hate y'all niggas because how
indubitably,
how y'all gonna have one of the greatest basketball players of all time, my favorite basketball player of all time, and y'all game still be hot dog shit,
Hmm.
and I'm already knowing. Y'all finna still have them VC prices crazy. Max.
Yep.
I hate you niggas.
They're gonna have the VC prices match inflation.
Crazy, ain't it? We're going to have to pay 100K VC for a go kart again, Goop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now they're gonna start selling one VC for $1 each. All right. So 100,000 VC, that'd be $100,000.
Listen,
or like 50 cents each.
Yo, all right, bro. Let's not give 2K any more ideas, bro. Cause
Bro,
no,
that's how it's looking, bro. Like everything is mad expensive. Like you damn near gotta throw your whole check just to get your player maxed out.
yep,
If that's what you wanted to do.
yep.
Like you just worked the whole week's work. Like worked hard, sweating, muscles probably sore.
Yeah, bro.
And in order to max your player out, you gotta use all that sweat equity to do that. Just to get on the game and face more people that's using their sweat equity on you.
Yo, using sweat equity for your my player is absolutely crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having a budget for your my player. Like, all right, you know what, all right, bro, all right, bro. Cause now this topic is getting me tight. Is yeah, yeah.
Hey yo, nah, 2K, I'll pay half this week and then I'll just
Nah, bro,
nah, you know I'm good for it. Nah, just
nah,
nah,
bro.
it's cool. Just let me
Hell
get it.
no,
Let me get the one of the credit cards.
hell
Nah,
no,
I'm gonna pay it back. I don't care about the interest rate because I'm gonna just pay it. I'm gonna pay it all back. No, it don't really matter.
hell no, fuck no.
Yo, 2K man, y'all gotta stop, bro.
Yo,
2K, y'all are different.
yo, and take two. When it comes
Yeah,
down to when it
take
comes down to
two.
when it comes out to GTA 6 online, don't fuck that shit up. Cause I know 2K, I know y'all are the parent company for Rockstar Games. We already know y'all are. So don't fuck that game up. But moving into the next topic of the HoloBros gaming segment. It's a lot of rumors this week, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of fucking rumors. So take these rumors with a grain of salt and also do your own research as well. But The Last of Us Part 3 info. Yes. You heard that right. The Last of Us Part 3, the last of Us game. The last of Us game that we got was Part 2, which came out, what was it, 2020, 2019, maybe 2021?
Something like that. And we
Yeah.
still never got the online that they said they was gonna give us.
We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. So, The Last of Us Part 3. Ellie will not be the main character. Crazy.
Like,
Um,
she better not be.
is featuring a group of scavengers on a post-apocalyptic city outskirts. The survivors gather inside a Victorian house. Naughty Dog is currently casting for a diverse group of new characters. Main cast includes five survivors: Lucas, Mason, Val, Ada, and Gracie. And yeah, that's just some of the details that we have for Last of Us 3. Also, the plot will reportedly, uh, so it's basically the same shit. Yeah. So those are the details for The Last of Us Part 3 that we have currently. Coop, did you complete The Last of Us Part 2, and are you looking forward to The Last of Us Part 3?
Yes, sir. I definitely completed The Last of Us Part 2. Part 3, nah, not really. Not
Damn.
gonna lie. Only because it's like, bro, like with these games, what tends to happen, same thing I talk about with the movies. They tend to not know when to leave well enough alone.
That's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
it's like now not only are we getting a new game, but now we're getting different characters. So I mean, I'm hoping that it's gonna be good, but I've seen this movie. Well, we as gamers have seen this movie a million times over. Where and even if it's not just gamers, like people that watch movies can relate to this as well. Like, bro, how many times have you seen a great movie, then the sequel comes out, and it's
Yes.
like, okay, sometimes no, most of the time it's trash, but it'll be that one time it's okay. Like it'll be like a Bad Boys 2, where it's like, all right, okay,
Like it's
this
cool. Yeah.
this might be actually better than the first one.
Mhm.
Because I like Bad Boys 2 better than the first Bad Boys, but
Damn.
like, okay, this might be better than the first one, or this is better than the first one. Okay, okay. Then the third one comes out. All right, come on, son. All right. Feel me? Now the good thing about gaming that's not really the same as movies per se. Like the actors actually age and all that. Like
Yeah.
in gaming, like you don't the actors don't have to age if you don't want it to. Like
CGI.
you can still have it take place in the same like time frame, damn near, even if it drops 10 years later or something like that. So
Yo.
that's the one good thing about gaming, like how like Bad Boys did, like literally they was mad old. They waited mad long to do it. Like if y'all was gonna do a Bad Boys 3, it should have been a long time ago. And I get it. Now that I'm in the movie like industry kind of, I understand how like things like that get delayed and
Yeah,
rewrites and casting and locate. It's so much that goes into all that, which I'm now learning, but that's neither here nor there. Uh, I'm not excited for it because it's like you're giving us another sequel, and you're not even keeping the characters. Like, well, Ellie's not the main character anymore, which she was in the first two.
yeah.
Essentially, it was her and Joel. Joel, obviously, spoiler alert, dies in the second one, pretty early on,
On some
and
hoe shit.
yeah, and eventually Ellie meets up with his killer, and they, have a conversation about it.
Hmm.
They talk about it a little bit. Feel me?
Nice little fair conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Little
Just
fair
they
one.
just wanted to talk. See why you did that to my man's. Feel me?
Yeah.
But it's cool. Um, so I figured, yo, just end it here. Okay. Like a lot of people didn't like the ending. At first, I didn't like the ending, but when I started looking at it from a different lens, and now that I'm also a writer, I'm looking at it from a different lens as to how they could have told that story. That's the best way they probably could have told that story. Now, my only gripe with it is I just wish they didn't tell that particular story. I wish they probably would have went in another direction. But with that type of story, the way they told it was kind of the only way they could have told that story,
Yeah.
or it'd have all been mush at the very end. Because then everything would have meant nothing, if that makes sense. But anyway, I don't want to hear me ranting. Um, So yeah, no, I'm not really looking forward to the third one. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised, but no, I'm not looking forward to the third one. And yes, The Last of Us 2, I have completed that.
That's fair. Damn, that's some real shit though. But yeah, bro. So Last of Us Part 3. We don't have any other information as or after what I just said. We don't even have a release date, but like I said, these is rumors. So take these with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
With a fresh grain of salt. Like a pinch of salt.
until until Naughty Dog comes out and officially announces it,
Yeah.
just take what we're saying as nothing more than just rumors and speculation.
Yep. Pretty much. So getting into the Last of Us factions 2, which is the multiplayer component that was supposed to
Okay,
drop with
cool.
The Last of Us Part 2. It has it's basically the same details as The Last of Us Part 3, but it'll also be a potential extraction shooter. So the likes of like a what was that one in Call of Duty? DMZ. It'll be like DMZ, Tarkov, um yeah, potential extraction shooter. In terms of if it's a one lifer, we have no idea. But Naughty Dog senior character artist seems to indicate that The Last of Us Online will have a disc. Free to play games don't usually have this, which is correct. Lead editor at Naughty Dog, Samuel Prince, seems to hint that players should take Jason Schreier's article with the grain. Yeah, so basically just saying that the rumors should be taken with a grain of salt. But yeah, Last of Us Factions 2, potential extraction shooter. Uh, like DMZ, Tarkov. I don't have an issue with it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I fuck with Tarkov. Did I enjoy DMZ? DMZ was alright, but I fuck with it. I think it's gonna be alright. Um, the by Coops extreme facial expressions. He ain't really jacking it.
Just why? I just this is what I be talking about, bro.
Why not?
Leave well enough alone, bro. Last of Us, bro, the original Last of Us online, I can get on there right now and play it. Why? Because people still play that game. Why? Because that's what people like when it comes to Last of Us. They like that person to person combat mode. They got the one life mode, which is obviously just one life and just eliminate people. and they also have the I forgot what all the modes are called, but then they got the mode where it's like teams have lives. So
Oh
obviously you
yeah.
kill somebody, the life goes away. I think they have like 16 lives. Just keep that same thing, bro. But just change the maps and change the controls, bro. Like I could see if the first one wasn't having that success, but bro, people like that mode for a reason. Like that game, how long? Like when did The Last of Us drop? And people are still online playing that game.
2012.
Exactly. People are still online. And if you don't believe me, download The Last of Us. If you have it, go and try to play online. I guarantee you can still play online. I guarantee you it's still gonna be some fiends. It's gonna be somebody that's like level 30,000 on that game.
It's a
But
fact.
why? Because that was a good mode. And I'm not hating on the extraction modes because obviously I watched Weezy play Tarkov. That's a dope mode. DMZ wasn't bad. It was okay. But bro, the people that your fans obviously this is what I be talking about. People just be wanting to do different things, bro. Do what's working, bro.
I mean, sometimes you gotta
People are
reinvent the
still,
wheel.
but no, bro. If people still flocking to play that game that dropped in 2012 and hasn't really been changed since, yeah, it got remastered maybe for the graphics, but hasn't been changed since 2012, and people are still playing it.
That's a
Why?
fact.
Now, here's the thing: if they wanted to add an extraction mode to the game, no problem. But for you to just drop it as an extraction and nothing else, obviously, grain of salt. I'm just saying if that's what they come out and say, then that's to me that's just dumb. That's literally a slap in the face to people that have played your game. And yeah, obviously, it's gonna be people that just gonna play the game regardless. But I don't know, bro. I don't really respect that. Like that'd be like Call of Duty going from what they're doing to now they want to do a rainbow style. Like, and that's the only mode is just rainbow now. So they're gonna have ghost soap, all them. It's gonna be like rainbow. Like, bro, no, bro. That's just
Knowing
trash.
Activision, they'll probably do some dumb shit like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
but that's trash. That's what I'm saying.
that's
That's
a fact.
literally that's trash, bro. But yeah, we'll see. We'll take it with a grain of salt, man. We'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. But if you are looking forward to The Last of Us Part 3 and or The Last of Us Factions 2, which I truly, honestly think that The Last of Us Online, which is Factions, and Last of Us Part 3 are going to drop at the same fucking time. And if you're looking forward to NBA 2K24, I know we're not, but if y'all are, sound off in the comment section down below. Um, but moving the show along, cause we are a little bit over on time today. Stop living trapped by the opinion of others. Coop, what does that mean to you?
Simply put, we're gonna you feel me breeze through. Uh, simply put, man, stop caring what other people think. Like we be so concerned about, oh damn, like should I wear these shoes with this? They might not like it, or should I do this, or should I start making content? People
That's a
might think
fact.
I'm weird, or should I start uh doing this? Like I really have a passion for singing, but what if people don't think? What if they don't like my singing? Okay, I have a passion for making arts and crafts. What if people don't like it? What if people, what, bro? Who cares, bro? You feel me? Stop living trapped by people's opinion. Like we live in, we make cages for ourselves.
Yep,
Like we make cages for ourselves to just live and sit
yep.
within that, within like that cage of people's opinions, bro, or what they could say or what they are saying. Who cares, bro? Do you? At the end of the day, most people that are successful have been laughed at by other people that thought they were crazy for pursuing what they were pursuing, whether it be rapper, musician, athlete, entrepreneur, investor, et cetera, bro. The list goes on and on. So who cares what they think, bro? The same people that's laughing is gonna be the same people that's yo, I know them, yo. Yeah, I grew up with them. Or nah, yo, yeah, I know them.
Same
So
ones asking for handouts.
exactly, who cares? Yo, you think you can spot me a little brand this month, man? I'm a little tight on cash. Like those, like you feel me? So who cares what they think, man? Just do you, be yourself. God made you the way you are for a reason.
Hmm.
Tap into that. just keep the faith and stay positive with everything that come with it. Because at the end of the day, you only get one life, man. Don't look back one day and be like, damn, bro, if only I would have did such and such. If only I wouldn't have cared so much what people thought, and I would have really pursued what God placed on my heart. You feel me? But that being said, man, Weezy, what you got for us on this topic, my brother?
Honestly, you done hit the nail on the head for most of it. It's just a matter of fact of, you know what I'm saying? Yo, people's opinions of what you do don't matter worth a damn. As long as you like it, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
You think it looks good, right? You think you were crazy on that movie, right? That's the only person's opinion that should fucking matter. Literally, that's your opinion for your art. Listen. See, now I gotta sit up. Look me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, talk that talk.
Your art.
Look at him.
And your opinion.
Look at him.
Should be the only two things that matter when it comes to your art. Nobody else's opinion should matter. Do you like it? Yeah.
Don't break eye contact.
Stop worrying about other people's shit. Stop worrying about other people's opinions. They don't do anything for you. Just do what you need to do for yourself at the end of the day. And I promise you, you are going to break those shackles and break out of that cage that you're in right now. Because nobody else's opinion matters. They'll be like, yo, like, I ain't really like that. Okay, cool. Great. At least you watched it, right? You watched it though, right? Okay, yeah. That's the only thing that matters. Bro, people's opinion when it comes to whatever you're doing, it shouldn't matter. Because if you have a passion for it, you're going to do that shit regardless. Regardless, pimp. So, with that being said, bro, stop letting other people's opinions influence you in your art and what you want to do and your passions, because it does nothing for you. It's only ever going to hold you down. So, with that being said, that was short and sweet. But, bro, it's all facts. Like, if you have something, if you want to post something, do that, motherfucker.
Facts.
Do it. But with that being said, Coop, if you don't have anything else to add, we're finna move on, my dog.
Let's get into it.
Alright, so moving on, Coop, don't sit in mediocrity. What does that mean to you, my guy?
Another short and sweet topic, man. Please, guys, when you're out, like, just out here in this life, in this world, stop just sitting in mediocrity. Stop knowing that you're being mediocre and just deciding to just chill there and just rest there. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's promised for us in this life. We don't know when our death date will be. So for all we know, our death date could be in a couple seconds, God forbid. You know me?
Real.
So would you want your last days to just be in mediocrity? So please, man, stop sitting in mediocrity. Once again, very, very short, sweet topic, almost like a bulletin board reminder. As I said, like I think last episode, we having these topics on here that's like really quick that we don't deep dive into, because just like bulletin board material, like reminders, like, yo, do not sit in mediocrity. Please do not sit in mediocrity. I can't say that enough, cannot stress that enough. One of the most important things we could possibly say to you guys, not only in this episode, but just in general, do not sit in mediocrity. If you do not take anything else from this podcast, please take this. Do not sit in mediocrity. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful in whatever we want to do, whether that be entrepreneurs, whether that be investors, whether that be employees, whatever you want to be in this life. You cannot do that by sitting in mediocrity.
That's a fact.
Once you realize that you are sitting in mediocrity, because it happens to the best of us, or it has happened to all of us at some point. If it hasn't happened now, it probably has happened to you in the past. Once you realize you are in that state of in mediocrity, you have to get up and immediately do something about it. Because if not, you're going to form a bad habit, and you're going to make that a habit of just sitting there in that state of mediocrity, and that is never good. So yeah, with that being said, man, please do not sit in mediocrity. Weezy, what do you have for us on this topic, brother?
Honestly, short and sweet. Basically, just when you know it's time to get up off your ass, get up off your motherfucking ass. Like I talked about last week, bro. Start doing the 1 2 3 method. When you feel yourself like, bro, like I don't like when you just feel like either down or you feel like you aren't putting your best foot forward with what you're trying to do the 1 2 3 method. Get up off your ass. Do what you need to do for yourself, and don't live in such a life where you wish you would have went harder in some things. So, I mean, I really don't have much for this because it's basically just that. Just don't allow yourself to sit and deteriorate, and just let your um never let your potential just slip away from you, bro. Never let your potential slip away, because that's what mediocrity is when you have the potential, but you're doing only the bare minimum. And when you're only doing the bare minimum, you're only allowing your potential to be let go slowly but surely. So, with that being said, bro, just do what you need to do so that you can get to the next level in your life, and never settle.
All right.
Never settle. But yeah, bro. So that's gonna do it for that. Moving on to the next and final topic of this week's Hollow Bros podcast. World of sports, man. Cool. What do we have on the docket
Let's
for
get
this
into
week,
it,
man?
man. Let's start it off with one of the main topics of this week's world of sports: ESPN layoffs. So, for those of you that have not been hip, ESPN has let go over 20 employees
Damn.
from the network, at least like the prominent like figures, I guess that's worth talking about. No disrespect to the other people that may have been fired, but like, so for example, on that list, let's get straight into it. We have former NBA player, the one that's known, speaking of Kobe Bryant, for famously having 81 points put on his dome piece, Jalen Rose.
Wait, they
Uh,
packed them up?
yeah, Jalen Rose is done. Max
Chill.
Kellerman, the one of the former co-hosts of First Take, has been
Wait, they
packed
got
up.
Max out of here?
Yep. Jeff Van Gundy,
They got Jeff
former
out of here?
yep, former NBA coach slash NBA broadcaster. If you've been watching the playoffs, or you just been watching like, yeah, if you've been watching the playoffs or the finals, whatever, and you've heard that guy that sounds disgruntled at the refs all the time and like NBA rules, that was Jeff Van Gundy. Legend, definitely legend. I was telling my homies, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna miss Jeff because he was the only one that just was like, bro, just because he has a job, he's not just gonna go along with everything. At least he has an opinion, whether you agree with it or not. He has an opinion about it. Like,
That's a
oh
fact.
no, that's a dumb rule. That doesn't make sense. Like he'll say that on live TV. Like, no, that's not a fact. No, sorry, it's not
It's
a
a
fact.
real name.
But as opposed to like other people that are just like, hey, I'm getting paid to be here. I'm happy. So no, yeah. Oh, okay. I can see how that. I can see why he thought that was a foul. Okay, I can like you feel me. He wasn't one of them yes men. So that's why I
Yeah.
rock with Jeff. So moving on, Keyshawn Johnson, NFL analyst slash Super Bowl champ for the was it 02 Buccaneers, or is it 01? I forgot. Anyway, for the Buccaneers, pretty sure it was 02. Packed him up, prominent analyst. He was also one of, it's funny, they packed up two out of the three members of the show. What is it? It's like it was Jay Will, Keyshawn Johnson, and Max Kellerman. It was all of them on the show, and they packed up two of the members and kept Jay Will.
Yo, what?
Yeah, Matt Hasselback, the former NFL quarterback for the Seahawks and NFL analyst at ESPN, has been packed. Steve Young's, come on, Steve Young, NFL Hall of Famer, 49ers,
No shot they packed
NFL
him up.
analyst, packed them, gone, get them out of here. And I'm saying all this, but I really hope these guys. Well, I know they'll land on their feet. Those guys that I just mentioned are legends in this space, well known, great personalities. They'll land on their feet definitely somewhere. Wish those brothers best of luck. Also, the ladies that got fired as well, wish them the best of luck. I can obviously sit here for mad long rambling off names and credentials and all that, but those are like the main people that most people recognize
Yeah.
have been packed. Okay, and now moving on, man. So, to start this topic, I'm gonna say, for all you young punks out there, don't like stop getting on interviews and just talking. I'm sorry, stop. So, I think it was just one college dude or whatever, and I think he's in a draft or whatever, and they asked him, or I think he got drafted already, and they asked him like, could a college team beat an NFL team? And t- guess what he said? He said, yeah. What? We'll entertain this for a split second. Let's do it. Let's entertain this for a split second. Right. So that means the starters will have to play the starters, correct? Right? Or the backups play the backups, whatever. But we're just gonna say regular game starters play the starters. Okay, cool. How many people on an Alabama or Georgia or Clemson or Oklahoma or USC, etc. Insert college here, LSU, whatever. Insert top college here. How many of those players on that team are going to start for an NFL team? And then
Oh
you're going to
man.
have them play against grown ass men that are starters for an NFL team. Even if it's the worst team in the league, like the Texans, they are still all starters in the NFL, and they're also grown men. So you're going to have 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds going up against them.
Crush. He said, crush him, crush him.
Yeah. So with that being said, yo, you young punks, man, you young whippersnappers, still wet behind the ears. Stop doing interviews and just talking. I get it. It's cool to just say stuff. Hey, mom, look, I'm on TV. I got a microphone. Stop doing it, please.
See?
You're making yourself look bad, bro. Stop, please. Anyway, with that being said, we're not gonna spend too much time on that because that was just crazy. I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention because
That
I
was that
couldn't
was
believe it.
buffoonery.
Crazy to me. But anyway, we're gonna go on. Undisputed has announced its return. Not the boxing game, the undisputed television show that once hosted Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, now just Skip Bayless and a mystery co-host.
Mm.
And we'll talk a little more about that later in, I guess, Skip's quest for a co-host. But I'm pretty sure he has one if they're announcing a date to come back. Because the reason they couldn't keep the show going is because there was no co-host to do the show with.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Obviously, for those of you that don't know or just need a quick reminder, Shannon Sharp was on the show with Skip Bayless. Things happened. Shannon left, but technically got fired. But whether he actually be fired or not, he technically got fired. So we got to stop saying he left. But because everything happened so abruptly, they were not able to get another co-host in time. At least one that was ready to replace a Shannon Sharp, who is already a legend in this space now. Not only on top of being a legend in the NFL field, he is now becoming a legend in the media field as well. So you're gonna need somebody that's gonna be able to replace him, and that's pretty big shoes to fill. So
It's a fact.
I'm excited for the return of Undisputed on August 28th of this year. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. I'm excited for all this, man. I'm genuinely curious and excited to see who's going to be sitting across from Skip and will they be able to replace Shannon. That's going to be a tall task. And no matter what, the reason why I say replace Shannon is because that's what people are going to watch and say. Is this show better now or about the same or worse than it was when Shannon was around?
It's a fact.
So unfortunately, whoever is the co-host, which I'm pretty sure that's why Skip was having such a hard time because they know exactly what I just said. They're going to be compared to Shannon Sharp,
Yep.
and that is a hard person to be compared to. I
Yep.
don't care who you are. So unless he's bringing like Stephen A. Smith or somebody, that's going to be tough to do. But
It might be
yeah. Anyway,
GG's.
yeah, I don't know, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Anyway, moving on. Oops, she did it again, y'all. She did it
Oh
again.
man, yo.
Britney Spears and Victor Wembanyama. What?
Hmm.
Wait, hold up. Wait a second.
Not Wemby.
The craziest, like one of the craziest news. Like, wait, what? So for those of you that don't understand what these two have to do with each other, because they're obviously in two totally different worlds, totally different lanes, two totally different people. So allegedly, Victor Wembanyama on his way to dinner was getting mobbed, obviously by fans in Vegas. And according to his account, security told him to just keep walking, don't stop, because if you stop to say hello, you're going to create a bigger crowd, which is going to make it even harder for us to maneuver. So just keep walking, and we just move everybody out the way, et cetera, et cetera. And according to Victor Wembanyama, somebody grabbed him, not on the shoulders. Said they grabbed him from behind. So
So they grabbed him and hugged him.
yeah, so what that means is he's alleging that Britney Spears is a bun burglar. So um that's sick.
That's
Britney Spears.
insane.
If that's true, Britney Spears, you indeed did it again. You definitely did it again. If that's true,
She said
hope
it's
that's not
Britney,
true.
bitch.
Yeah, I hope Victor, because it was a mob of people, so I hope maybe you did tap his shoulder, because Brittany's alleged she tapped his shoulder, and
Yeah.
security cocked the hand back to the fiercely fiery gates of hell and unloaded on her. Um, so I honestly hope it was a misunderstanding. I hope that she actually tapped his shoulder to congratulate him and tell him, "Yo, man, you're doing a great job," and 'cause that's what she's saying. Now, I seen a athlete that I recognized, and I wanted to say hello to him. Well, I seen him once at a hotel, didn't say anything, and I seen him again when I was heading to dinner. So I wanted to tap him and say, "Hey, congratulations," or whatever. Boom. And the security just his pin pan was strong. Pin pan was very strong against me. He didn't need powder because his form was immaculate. The way his hand met my face at
Yeah.
an alarming rate of force and velocity. The trajectory on his wrist, along with the trajectory that his elbow, the torque he created with his elbow and his shoulder, that torque just created like a weapon of mass destruction on my face. So Brittany, once again, she's also, I think she filed a police report and is seeking an apology from not only Victor Wembanyama but the security who indeed created a monster torque to unload on her. So, Brittany, I want to say good luck on that, sister. Um, yeah, good luck on that, and maybe not be a bun burglar if that was true. I hope, Brittany. I hope you didn't squeeze a man's cheeks.
Yo, a bum. Yo, son. Coop, you have to stop, bro.
No, I honestly hope. I really hope she's not a bun burglar. I hope that was just an entire a misunderstanding, and I hope she literally. I hope she gets her apology if that's what needs to be done.
Bro. She's gonna say, I like shit and I want shit.
Yeah, but then her security wanted her. He said a minute. Why did I say the pimp's prayer? Like, you feel me? Like, so I mean, Brittany, man. I really hope, Mrs. Spears. I really hope you didn't grab his buttocks. Really hope you didn't do that to him. Because I don't know if you noticed, but men don't really like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention, he don't know you. Also, not to mention, his security don't know you. But I don't know. I just feel like it's times where celebrities think because they have a certain name or a certain status that they could just do whatever they want. I.e., the YK Osiris situation where he just went up to old girl and started kissing her for no reason. Hey, it's cool. I'm YK.
Yo, what?
Like what? But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Hope praise to both parties involved. Brittany, man, I really hope that's not true. I hope it was somebody else that grabbed him from somewhere he didn't want to be grabbed, and you in fact did tap his shoulder, because she's implying she tapped his shoulder. Victor's saying somebody tried to be his main squeeze. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, everything gets, you know, rectified and everything can just be resolved and they can actually just, I don't know, maybe have a squeeze party. I don't know. But
Yo, 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 yo.
with that being said, once again, this is satire. YouTube and everybody, this is satire. This is jokes. YouTube. This is all comedy. This is a satire segment right here. This is satire. Just here for entertainment, guys. You know, just bros doing podcasts, man. Just bros doing a podcast. Anyway, yeah, we spent enough time on that topic. Anyway, we're moving on to another unlikely duo that may actually have to have a tag team cage match with the previous duo I just mentioned, John Jones and Israel
Uh,
Adesanya. Um, Crazy. These two, if you don't know, have had a long history of just smack talking. At one point, they were in talks, not in talks, but just talking trash. Like, yeah, we gonna fight each other. I'm gonna move up in weight. I'm gonna fight you, and I'm gonna blah blah blah. I'm better than you, etc. etc. They've actually hashed out their differences, and we're seeing sparring with each other, like not really sparring, but like, you know, just playing around, like
yeah,
sparring, you know, just giving the fans something iconic to look at, like damn, like what if that would have actually happened, like two of the greatest, not only MMA but in their respective divisions, going at it head to head, similar in like size, pause, and like just like fighting style, even though John's a wrestler and Izzy's a kickboxer. But John is damn near, he's all around. So John can
yeah,
stand the thing, he can wrestle. Izzy has gotten better with his wrestling, at least his defense of, like, you know, the takedowns and all that extra stuff. But yeah, so with all that being said, man, crazy iconic moment. It's dope to see. It's dope to see when like people like squash beef like that, especially when they're two prominent figures in that said sport or division. But yeah, man, dope to see that, man. Shout out to John Jones, shout out to Izzy, man. Love to see it. But with that being said, moving on to our final and last topic of World of Sports. Skip wants Barkley. Um,
yo, what?
so recently, Skip Bayless on his podcast called out Charles Barkley, because for those of you that don't know, Charles Barkley has been on Skip's noggin for years, calling him an idiot, saying he would kill Skip, like just going crazy on Skip, like he hates Skip. Uh, so Skip took to his podcast and said, "Yo, Charles, I would love for you to be my debate partner. I would pay your salary to eviscerate you every single day." So the headline was almost like as if, oh, Skip actually wants Charles Barkley to come on First Take and be his guest host, which I thought it was when I read the title. I'm like, that would never happen. But when I actually started listening to what Skip said, I listened to his actual words, and Skip is what we like to call trolling. So all what he was doing was he was mentioning Charles like to be his debate partner, while he mentioned that to open the door up for some pretty nice insults at Charles, saying like he would be like pretty much saying like Charles is easy work. He wouldn't even have to prepare for the show. Like Charles is he'll literally put his foot in his mouth every episode, and he wouldn't have to prepare for anything. So Skip is just pretty much saying, "Yo, please come do my show so I can retire, because you're a bum. And you're just so easy, and you're nothing. You're nothing like Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp. So you would make easy work. I wouldn't have to prepare. I would just come to work every day, watch you soil yourself, and come out the victor every day."
Yo, what?
So yeah, that's why. That's why I said Skip is what we like to call trolling or goading or baiting Charles Barkley. And yeah, so Skip, man, well played, because you definitely got people talking as if, you know, damn, what if Skip and Charles Barkley sat down? Well played, Skip, especially after the recent announcement of Undisputed's return. Definitely well played by Skip.
Oh yeah,
Also,
definitely well played.
he got a chance to throw a few jabs back at Charles. He was usually taking the high road against Charles and like just really trying to defend his name, but now he's like kind of throwing shots at him, but in a polite, respectful way, you know, in the friendly competition space. Well, we know what Skip's doing under this. We know what he's saying underneath the surface. So, well
Yeah,
played, Skip. Well played all around. See, that's the thing. Certain people could just be classy with like certain things like that. Like some people just have like even Skip like just has a certain elegance of trying to eviscerate somebody, because most people, like for example Charles Barkley, doesn't have that elegance. He'll literally tell you, "I want to kill you, I hate you." But Skip, on the other hand, can literally say the same thing, but in such a way where it's like, oh, it's just friendly competition. Whole time he, no, I hate him. Like I despise him. I wish he doesn't breathe anymore. At least not on this planet. Like so, it's just certain people, man. They got that gift to just do that. I don't know. Shout out to them. But yeah. With that being said, man, it is officially 11:03, man. Exactly. So it's time to get up out of here, man.
Yes, sir, ski.
But before we do that, man, it's time to pay some bills. Just playing. We don't have any ads. Let's get up out of here, man.
Yo,
Yeah, that'd be so funny when they do that. Hey,
that
before we do that, it's time to pay some bills.
that
And this episode is
show.
sponsored by Sad Dad. And the thing about Sad Dad is that when you drink it, you will be a sad father, even if you're single with no kids. You will be a sad father. Um,
All right, bro. All right, bro.
all right,
All right,
cool.
all right,
Listen,
all right,
man.
all right, all
All
right,
right,
bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. We not, yo. All right, yo. With that being said, bro, it's been episode 74 of the HoloBros podcast. This nigga over here bullshitting, bro. Yo, yo, son. Yo, for all my people on YouTube, bro, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the post notifications on. Make sure it's on all, not personalized, all. all, and make sure that bell is lit up too. For my people on Spotify, make sure y'all share the show out. Actually, no, make sure y'all rate the show 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Then you share the show out with your motherfucking friends up, your other friends up, your other friends. Make sure y'all come back next week, Saturday, 10 a.m. every single week. We haven't missed a week since we haven't. We was
we
only
never
late
miss a week.
once. Come on, bro. But yeah, Coop, you want to take us out, man?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys once again for tuning in. Uh, Feel me? Live, laugh, love more. Feel me?
Yeah.
With that being said, man, it's been your boy Coop.
It's been your boy Weezy.
We out of here, man.
Bye.